I found another one. 10 reasons why heavy metal, or according to the title just metal, is garbage. Now, since I did my last metal video, I have really gotten into the heavier things like deathcore, grindcore, porno grind, which yes, is a real thing. It's like grindcore, but worse. I just can't explain it, but it's decent. I do like it a lot, but yeah. So anyway, let's just go. Thank you for the long intro. Quite obvious and apparent, the annoying fucking screaming, yelling, and growling. Well, that kind of music, that kind of vocal style, it suits the music, and it drives the music in a way. It's personal personal taste, really. I don't know about you guys, but I cannot understand a fucking word they are saying. How these idiots actually have the audacity to call themselves vocalists just escapes me. They don't call them singers, do they? Well, to be honest, they shouldn't really call rappers singers and pop artists singers, in my opinion, because pop artists, they just use auto-tune while they sing shit. At least that's what I've seen from auto-tune uncoming videos when I was scrolling through YouTube shorts. And rappers just talk low and fast, but that's just my perception. They call singers, so what? It's not going to make a big difference in my life, is it? It's going to make no difference in my life. But you can understand the thing they're saying depending on who the vocals are. Of course, if you listen to deathcore, if you listen to metalcore, those kinds of stuff, you probably won't understand a word they're saying, but after a while you will. But you don't need to. I don't know why people think you have to understand the lyrics for it to be a good song. I just don't understand it at all. But yeah, anyway. You gotta find another way. You better write your mind and live by what you say. Today is just another day. No. That is just incorrect. No, not at all. Metal can have so much different kinds of moods. It can, obviously, most of the time it's angry, but there's times where it's sad, there's times where it's really happy and elated, there's times where, obviously it's angry, but that's already said that, and there's loads depending on who the artist is. You just need to broaden your horizons with the artists, and then you'll understand their mood, their form of music, it's just different bands have different emotions of different moods in their music. Just let's set our sights and try to find a way. I say fuck authority. Well, the love songs dance. The songs with real issues, nothing. It's just a bunch of loud screaming about having sex with Satan. That's real lovely. I don't think I've heard any song about having sex with Satan, including in black metal. I haven't heard that kind of yeah, but where are the love songs? I kind of hate love songs. But again, that's just personal preference. I'm not going to talk about personal preferences, about my own personal preferences in this video. I mean, the dance songs. Dance songs? I mean, are you thinking about disco? Like that bad shit? Just honestly, it's a genre. You don't need. If you would change the genre of a genre, it wouldn't be that genre anymore. So you're just contradicting yourself here, really. Sick of your lies. Fuck no, we Why is it that metal losers are always screaming and angry all the time? You're white people. Mostly you're from the suburbs. You've had your life on a fucking silver spoon. What do you know about anger and pain, you fraudulent idiot? Well, anyway, people who live in suburbs can go through quite a lot of trauma. Now, I'm not saying I've gone through any like really traumatic experiences or any like, you know, really depressing things, stuff like that. I'm quite lucky, but you're white people? That's just racism and stereotypical. Like, what? Black people can't be raised in the suburbs. Black people can't be screaming and angry. Black people can't be raised with their silver spoon up their asshole. So, are you implying that most black people are coming from a poor community? I don't mean to use this word in a negative meaning or an offensive meaning. Ghettos. Or, like, what are you implying here? Are you just... And there are a lot of different... Well, not a lot, really. I mean, there are just... Sure, the majority of metal artists are white males, but there are different minorities, like in Oceano, I think, which is a deathcore band, if you don't know. There's a black person in, I believe, Rage Against the Machine. There's a person of colour. There's loads of woman guitarists. I just can't list them all. A, because I don't remember their names. B, because I don't listen to that music. C, because there's a lot. But like, never mind. What do you know about anger and pain? A lot of white people do know about anger and pain. Like, it's not just... You're implying that basically only ethnic minorities can feel these kinds of emotions, and that's just not true at all. You just basing all these facts on stupid stereotypes of your own that you were led to believe by probably your rich parents with a silver spoon up your ass, with you not knowing anything about pain and anger. Moron. Annoying fans, aka metalheads. There are annoying fans in every single genre, like pop fans. There are the fans that are running into the road. Oh my god, I need to sing too. Oh my god, oh my god. Now, there are rap. Well, I don't think you really know of an example of this one, but like, how many times have we heard this from metal idiots before? You don't listen to metal, you're a conformist. Your music takes no talent, only guitar does. I hate anything that's not metal. Now, I've never met another metalhead before, apart from one of the girls in my school, and we never talk about metal because we never talk. Anyway, I'm not sure what a conformist means, to be honest. And I don't think anyone really says this apart from the annoying metal elitists. Your music takes no talent, only guitar does. No, drum takes in certain circumstances a lot more skill than guitar. Keyboard, piano, a lot more circumstances takes more in certain circumstances take more skill than guitar. Oh god. And so it's not just about skill. Sure, I like that element of metal, that it takes skill. And I don't hate anything that's not metal. I prefer metal, but I occasionally listen to, not a surprise, but rock. Occasionally listen to 80s stuff, like ABBA, on a rare occasion. And so, like, 99% of the time I do listen to metal, but there are some rare occasions that you can catch me not listening to metal. Like, it sounds like Hitler's regime, and all of the music is just Holocaust victims. So you're I forgot how to speak today. You're... Oh god, I'm such a fucking moron. I really should script my videos. I really should, but I can't be bothered. So you're saying that metalheads are like Hitler, the person who ordered the deaths of millions and millions of innocent people. What the fuck is wrong with you? They find sanction on YouTube in the internet because because in real life their fucking herbs probably get hazed every day. I don't know what that last part means. So you're saying we're killing all other kinds of music relentlessly, and then I'm just not going to talk about that part. My school and probably most schools, metalheads are practically endangered. One or two fucking losers sitting in the corner headbanging to their badass music. It's really quite sad. Yes. From my experience, metalheads are rare in schools. That's because metal is not really a very popular genre. So what if a genre's not popular? Doesn't mean it's bad, does it? I'm just getting my water, sorry. Doesn't mean it's bad. That took a huge effort, by the way. Just because something's not popular doesn't mean it's bad. And yeah, okay, so they sit in the corner headbanging. I've seen videos of rap fans just in the corridors, just doing their I don't know, their hand signs and doing their dance things in the corridor. That's quite sad in my opinion, but so what if we headbang? I myself don't really headbang that much, but that's just because it gives me a headache and it makes me dizzy. So what if it's not popular? Doesn't mean it's bad, does it? All of their music takes endless amounts of talent, aka screaming and playing guitars loudly. Do you know metal does take a lot of talent? Most, depending on who your artist is. I'll take deathcore as an example. I'll start with the vocals. That takes immense amounts of skill. Most of the time they're doing low, guttural growls that take years to perfect, or months if you're lucky. And then they go to those high shriekings sometimes, which is fucking sick, which takes, again, a lot more. Drums. Most of the time the drums are just gravity blasts almost, or blast beats. Those take, do you know how fast you have to play to make it sound like that? Guitars, again, speed, shredding, the amount of chord changes and stuff like that. It does take a lot of talent. Most metal. There are some genres or subgenres don't really, like, from my experience, new metal, yeah, and stuff like that. But yeah, so it does take talent, most of it. Playing loud guitars loudly, it just means turning up the volume, by the way, on the amp. Or last time I checked, any 2-year-old can throw a tantrum. Any dog can growl at people. Where's the lyricism, the intelligence, the thought? Okay, so I'll ignore the second part for now. Like the, where's the lyricism from there on? They don't scream like that. They learn their scream. They perfect their scream too. Every single singer almost has a different style. Take Meshuggah's singer, for example. I've forgotten his name and I can't be bothered to try and remember it. Sick band. Their vocal style is awesome. And then take my favourite band, Slaughter to Prevail. Very different. Okay, but I'll take two bands from the same genre this time. I'll take my two favourite bands this time, Slaughter to Prevail and Whitechapel. Both deathcore bands, or at least old Whitechapel. the same genre, but their vocal style is different. Whitechapel's is more beat down and more guttural. Slaughter to Prevail, it is the old stuff, Misery Sermon and Chapter of Misery, that kind of stuff. It's a range. And they perfect that and they learn how to do that. Where's the lyricism? I just explained that the intelligence, the thought. I can't really explain the intelligence part, but the thought. They structure their music very well. Sure, some subgenres may take less structuring than others, i.e. grindcore, porno grind, stuff like that. But they do think about it a lot, like Cryptopsy or something like that, my favourite grindcore band. I can never pronounce it properly. But anyway, they structure their music in a different way than other grindcore bands. Suicide Silence as well, like deathcore, they structure their... yeah, that's a thought, they just... Sorry, my dog just came in for a moment. Oh, as far as playing the guitar goes, bullshit. Yeah, it takes talent, but there's nothing special about it. It's just an instrument. It takes just as much talent to play the piano or the violin, if not more talent, since those two instruments require more emotion and feeling rather than just loud and uncontrolled blasting. That is a valid argument. I do play the violin. yes, I do play the violin. My brother plays the piano. It does take a lot of talent, but the guitar does as well, and the guitar, in metal, you put a different kind of emotion into it and feeling. And it isn't uncontrolled. It is loud, sure, but yeah. I'm only 2 minutes into this video and already 20 minutes in. Okay, I'm explaining this in a lot of detail. It takes a different kind of emotion and a different kind of skill. You might think that the violin, oh yeah, you both use fingers and they're fretting, but there's no frets on a violin. Yeah, it is a valid point though. And I'm not saying it does, but even if it did take more talent than other instruments, so what? It takes an exceptional amount of talent, skill to play the Chinese erhu. Does that mean we should all listen to it? No. If it sounds like shit, it sounds like shit. It doesn't matter how much talent is put into it. Personal preference. He just thinks the guitar sounds shit. I just think that the synthesizer sounds shit. Personal preference. I don't know what the Chinese erhu is. But you just grouped metalheads. Stereotype them on a small percentage of them, i.e. metal elitists. Metal mostly appeals to crazy white people, aka serial killers. Spree shooters, basically fucked up people. What do you mean by crazy white people? Sure, the majority of people who listen to metal are white people. Wait, sorry about this.
Jó, utána kész vagytok, akkor elviszitek őket egy olyan jó kipárasztós körre. Jó?
Sorry about that. Yeah, but so what? Rap mostly appeals to black people. Mostly, the majority, and I don't think it's in a race kind of way. So you're saying that every metalhead is going to be a serial killer or a spree shooter? Oh yeah, of course. I've grown up in a nice neighbourhood, gone to a nice school, had a good education, so far at least, had good friends. I'm going to become a serial killer just because I listen to metal? Yeah, of course. Let's listen to your proof for There is. Example, Marilyn Manson, Ozzy eating bats, Cannibal Corpse, the Columbine shooters. Should I keep going? I don't know what Marilyn Manson did. Ozzy eating bats. I think that's just a movie reference that people took out of control. Yeah, it is in a movie. Cannibal Corpse. That's just the name of a death metal band. They're accused of eating cats live on stage, but that didn't happen. Alice Cooper was said to have torn a chicken apart on stage and then eaten its corpse. Didn't happen. I don't know what Marilyn Manson did, and I don't know what the Columbine shooters did. The Chinese, some Chinese people eat bats anyway, but that doesn't mean they listen to metal, does it? It's just their cultural. I'm not saying Aussie is Chinese. I don't think that follows self-sensitive violence, and retarded people follow it. So I'm retarded just because I listen to heavy metal. How does it promote senseless violence? I'm not sure. Metalheads that rappers promote senseless violence. Stupid. Rappers are just describing their lives. They grew up where all this shit happened. They've seen it. They've seen what they say and actually experienced it. Not all rappers have. Sure, a lot of them have, and I respect that. I don't like the music, but I do respect that. And some metalheads, of course, they haven't experienced, like, people getting torn from their guts and people eating cortexes. They haven't experienced that. But a lot of metal artists do have had negative experiences before, like, kind of like this, but so what? Can you change this shitty music, please? Oh no, I didn't mean it that way. That was perfectly timed, actually. As for metal, they are burning and blowing up churches because Satan is telling them to, and I'm pretty sure Cannibal Corpse has done nothing as their lyrics suggest, such as sucking the maggots out a dead corpse's skull. That is a direct lyric out of one of their best songs, I think. I think it's Icon Blood, but no. Okay, I'll focus on the first part, burning and blowing up churches. That's just one subgenre of one band of a few little followers, and they went to prison for that. That's black metal. I don't know which band exactly and stuff like that, but yeah, that's just a small, tiny percentage of the metalheads. Cannibal Corpse, it's how they channel their anger. It's what the music is about. You don't understand the lyrics, definitely so. If I were a metal artist, I would take that into account, so I'd just write whatever the fuck I wanted to. That's probably what they're doing now. And why do people care about the lyrics of a song so much? I don't understand. I focus more on the instrumentation. But
when the East Coast does what the East Coast does on that West Coast don't show love. When the East Coast speech and the West Coast beat to be the best thing on the streets. Believe one type,
metal
one
makes
white,
people
not
deaf.
quite like.
All kinds of music can harm you, your ears. Rap, listen to it too loud, you're going to have hearing problems. Pop, listen to it too loud, you're going to have hearing problems. Reggae, listen to it too loud, you're going to have hearing problems. Metal, listen to it too loud, you're going to have hearing problems. All music genres can do that.
Mister, who's at my house? Still bring your sister. Big crown for the parties. Jumping like my rap speak. Ride till I die, or I'ma ride till they catch me. We got the whole block
This
bouncing.
kinetic music is making a chunk of our population deaf. No matter how loud you blast punk or emo music, it is not half as loud as metal. Try talking to metal bitches, you have to scream like you're talking to a senior citizen for them to hear. Okay, so spelling mistake, it's senior, not senior. But not necessarily. I mean, sure, emo, yeah, it's emo, and yeah, it's nice and shit. I myself don't find it nice, by the way. But yeah, metal's a loud genre, but that doesn't mean you have to blast it. Who blasts emo music anyway? Just like, yeah, emo had its time. I wasn't alive then, but it had its time, and it must have been great for them. But I don't think anyone in their right mind would blast metal that loud. Moron.
Selling ounces, pigs scattered round like cow shit. Now sit down while I roll up in with a West Coast prescription for my East Coast sickness. Yeah, you know how we roll, not a drove, lot of hoes, and you know we gon' flow for show.
Metal bitches talk shit and distance at any genre that sells more than them, which is pretty much most genres. The second part is true. I don't think the first part is though. I don't differ with them. They sell more. I just think that it's like them, and I don't really diss them either. When pop artists sell more than them, whatever, they are soft anyways. When hip hop artists sell more than them, it takes no talent. When emo and punk artists sell more, whatever, they are gay anyway. Can you see? Can you say inferiority complex? No, I think that's just again a small percentage of metalheads. You really are just nitpicking the not so good proportion of metalheads. Just like, yes, all metalheads must be like this because I saw one metal elitist, sorry, and that must mean all of them are like that, and it's mean yeah.
I don't stress it, I make kids on either side like I'm ambidextrous. Wanna talk about game, pal, I teach it. Got more hoes on me than them Cali beaches. Hook, line, single, and bleeding like it leeches. You can't see this even standing on bleachers.
I said previously there are. Oceano, I think. Rage Against the Machine, I can probably say that for definite. Yeah. Women in metal, sure, it's a kind of rare thing, but so what? Do you expect a woman to be screaming her lungs out? So what? I mean, sure, that might sound really bad from my end, but okay. I mean, there are Rage Against the Machine. I've given examples prior, and you just have no proof whatsoever behind your in speech marks facts.
From the cellar, fellas, codename Delta, belt your flow flame, not your gold chain. Swelter, scorching like a welder's torching hell. Foreseen a future fortune for my force.
I know I know this one's old and has been said before, but it's the truth. Check your metal bands. At least 90% of them are white boys with long hair. Unless you count these bitches as women, there are none. And if there are, it's usually some gothic, manly-looking bitch that I wouldn't touch if she paid me. That might be body shaming if I take it out of context, but no, I think it is a form of body shaming actually. So just because there are women rappers doesn't make it. Just because most of, I can't think of an example, but so what? It makes the music. A woman can't exactly growl like that, can she? Unless she can, then she's got some pretty epic lungs. I don't mean that in. Don't take that out of context, please.
Past live poison cells, rock well like galactic asteroid belts. I sell off a shelf by myself, not a help. I gotta check it, not a elf, but a legend like Zelda. Godzilla with an interstellar level of intelligence. Killers in his element with syllable eloquence, serving rhetoric as if it was a devilish time for a rhyme. Stroll, intricate, difficult line, sharp, full of desolate messages. Better left, never said again. Umbrella-less men get wet when flesh weapons hit. Lesson is sweet, say names are relevant.
Not working because you guys look like a bunch of gay little boys with your long hair and gay shirts. At least emo and punk has its own distinctive dress style, and so does hip hop. You bitches are just trying to dress tough. Well, I got a news flash for you. It's not working or something like that. I think it's going to say. Anyway, hip hop, their music style, or no, not music style. Why did I say? From my experience, it's just a bunch of guys with a long jumper with jewellery. Pop, it's just this estrogen-induced, stupid asshole in a really ugly dress, just singing in speech marks, just using auto-tune basically. Yeah, the emo and punk, it's just a gay little suit with gay little makeup. I just said what the guy said. I just anyway, never mind. Yeah, but it is a distinctive way to dress, and sure, metalheads wear jewellery, like I said with hip hop artists, but yeah. So, I mean, I'm not dissing jewellery here, because sure, I occasionally wear jewellery. Occasionally. A ring or something, not like a fancy little wedding ring and a necklace and fucking makeup and stuff. But so what? It's the genre. It's
Stretch, we consecutive and get the hell in bed again. Head in perpetual chemical test development. The voices left and they won't rest till I let them in. The jealous theoretically, cause I got better seats whenever we get visuals, and I don't never let them see. Get it rowdy like we do, who sound like
it's not working. You couldn't scare babies. Trust me, people are not afraid of when a bunch of metal fags walk by bobbing their heads like they are trying to suck themselves off. That's a good line. Ask anyone what they would be more afraid of, a group of gangster rappers or a bunch of faggot metalists. But you just contradicted yourself there. You're saying that metalists are just trying to dress badass and stuff. Yeah, for some people, and not all rappers are fucking gangsters and stuff like that. Oh, they're all hip and stuff. But some people have a different definition of badass and cool, and yeah, just use common sense, please. I like that line now. Well, like they are trying to suck themselves off. You wouldn't scare babies. Depends what baby.
I get the money so wet, they shirts turn see-through. Hang around with they dog hanging out, looking for wondering if I look like she do. Give me that music, that smooth shit. Hit her with this mix, with a little bit of that cool shit. Stick her with that, put her in the mood.
Anyway, thank you for watching. That was 10 Reasons Why Metal is Amazing. Anyway, I've toned it down this video quite a lot. I would have sworn a lot more if I wouldn't have been striked, which is an upcoming video, or maybe a video prior to this, because my schedule is shit. I record when I want to record, upload when I want to upload. But I got striked for cyberbullying because of the costume one, which only 4 people saw, because I called Chris a stupid asshole cocksucking bitch or something like that. So yeah, that's an upcoming video or prior video, or I don't care. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye.